Yes, blue. And I think the blue, we shouldn't forget that our heart is red, but the sky is also blue.
It's
And we
true.
should look at the calmness that the cloud offers us and the hope that the cloud offers you when you look up a lot of the time. So when all hope is lost, don't forget you still need the blue.
And also, blue is the color of Jospong Group.
Fantastic.
Good, good. So it means that the heart, the blue heart of Jospong
Exactly.
is our customers.
Exactly.
And if you want to ensure that our customers are happy, then we have to ensure that we do the right thing.
Exactly.
It comes to my next question. How is this thing going to influence yourself, me, Nana, and other staff? Because we can be saying all these things, but if it doesn't influence us, then there's no need for us to do it. So, how do you think this is going to have influence over us?
Okay. So then again, like I said previously, if you look at the Blue Hat Pledge, everything written in there that we are pledging to do as employees is based on our core values. And one of the core values of JJC is teamwork. So if you believe that you are part of a team, then when you have the opportunity to go out there to either participate in a seminar, a workshop, a training program, or anything, when you come back, you must show that enthusiasm and share this knowledge or share this experience with your colleagues because they didn't get the opportunity to go. There is also a very good reason why within the organization you happen to be selected at that point in time. When you come back, it is for you to realize that the organization sent me there not on my own accord or for myself or my personal benefit only, but so that the organization can benefit tremendously as a larger body. So when I come back, it is imperative on me as the individual to draw everybody closer. And when we went, oh, these are the things that we experienced or was shared. And I believe that if we did A, B, C, and D as we experienced at the workshop or at the program or at this within even this customer service week, then it is going to go a long way to delight our customers first and foremost. And like he rightly said, when the drivers and the other technical people came back from the field, they came to share their experience. And management thought it wise that, look, they have taken a big risk. Therefore, they deserve the extra, you know, recognition. So, in influencing your colleagues, you just have to have it at the back of your mind that teamwork is something that is part of the JJC culture for a reason. And if you come and you don't share your experiences, then it means you don't want to belong to the team. And like we say in Chi, prayer we bakwa ubumu eden ebu okambumu anyeden emu. So recognize yourself as being part of a team, share your experiences, and the little effort you put in before you realize somebody is seeing the positive in it and is picking it and is working with it. So for me, it begins with self and then it extends to the larger group. So charity begins at home. Let's imbibe the teamwork core value, which has also been made part of our Blue Heart Pledge. And then from self, we can transcend to different individuals and then facets of the organization.
Yeah. Nana,
I don't know
would
if
you
he
want
wants
to
to add something.
add something?
So influencing people, I believe, is important, especially when what we need, the influence has to give a positive outcome, improve the lives of people, like Joshua has said, or also to improve our customer service delivery. And I believe that it is important that we do so. So I agree, it is important that we influence others by teaching them. What I also believe is that people need to understand why they do whatever they do. Why are we doing customer service? Why are we delighting the customer? Why? And once that is understood, once that the why is clear, it's easy for us all to follow and push. So I believe that it's important that we influence people.
So we'll be going for a break, but before we go for the break, I always say one thing. Wherever you find yourself ensure that you do your best. Don't think about what I am going to get, but think about what I have to put in for where I am to be very successful. So, viewers, we are going for a short break, and we'll be back very soon.
Despite measures and policies put in place to ensure maximum protection of Ghana's cyberspace, such as the establishment of the National Cybersecurity Center in 2018 and the passage of the Cybersecurity Act in 2020, the country's cyberspace continues to face enormous threats, making Ghana one of the hotspots for cybercrime. Ghana Communication Technology University, in efforts to be an African giant in IT education, has partnered with Nerasol, an IT firm, to introduce cybersecurity training for students and staff to curb the growing menace. Vice Chancellor of the university, Professor Amoakwa, spoke to Metro News on the technological vision of the school.
We, as an institution, has been given a mandate by the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana to be an ICT university for Ghana. And we have a special vision of transforming this university into the Silicon Valley of Ghana. We are very happy for this opportunity because as part of the agreement, we're going to set up what we call the Cybersecurity Training Center. And it's going to be a national world-class cybersecurity training center. We are bringing in experts from Israel who are well-versed in the area known as Cyber Gym. That is a world international cybersecurity experts who will come and set a base for us so that within this institution, we will be able to establish the Cybersecurity Training Center, and then we can collaborate with them and then be able to train institutions, organizations in our students and staff, and even staff all across the country.
Viewers, listeners, you are welcome back. We are having a very interesting discussions here, and I really enjoyed it. Even off camera, we were having a lot of discussions, and which is very, very, very interesting. Nana, back to you.
Okay.
Because you were the last person to speak before the break.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the things that you are doing that you think you have to change to delight the customer as we are having this customer service week?
Okay, so the things that we are doing, I will not say to change, but rather we are going to do more of it. So we are going to speed up the rate at which we address customer issues. You know, when you have a customer and he comes back and says that I have an issue with this, especially with the systems that we build that people depend on, businesses depend on, we have to respond quickly and promptly. So what we have decided to do is now to increase the rate at which we respond. So if the response is usually an hour, we are cutting it down to about 10 minutes. We will start by reducing it to 30, 20, 10, and then so that we can delight the customer. We need to let them be comfortable working with the system that we have built for them. We don't want the status quo to remain as ICT Group takes 2 days, 3 days to address issues. We want the story and the narrative to change. So we want a different story to come out and say, oh, ICT Group, once they have an issue and you call them, it's resolved in less than an hour, in 30 minutes or in 10 minutes. That is the destination. That's what we want to do. So we are going to speed up the rate at which we respond to customers and the rate at which we get systems out there for them to use. That's one of the key things we really want to do.
From what we are saying, it's just like what Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, we've also resolved to do to ensure that prompt response to our clients' complaints are resolved within the shortest possible time. Because as we all say, when the client is delighted, there's money in our pocket.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but then my next question is, currently what we are doing and you think you have to continue doing it or even do it better. I don't know if Joshua, you are going to take it.
Gladly taking it. And for me, I believe that as an ICT cluster, we have come to accept that in the world of digitization and globalization, you would always have to make it your key principle to deliver world class products. So, what we would continue to do is to deliver products that meet international standards, because there is no point delivering products that will not meet international standards. And I'm very excited with your experience you have shared. What I have also experienced with Cosmo this very year. Um, the family had a medical issue, went to the hospital. We presented our Cosmo card, and for the first time this year, I received an SMS prompt. I was like, hey, wow.
What
So,
is happening?
what is happening? And I had to confirm with an OTP that was sent to me. So, I realized also from the demeanor of the health workers that this time around, when you present the Cosmo card, those days the initial reservations and the body language told you that people were really not comfortable. This time around, we're giving some of the best service. So when these experiences do happen, then it means that you are delivering something that is delighting the customer, and those are the things that you have to continue to do. So again, as ICT Group, what are the things, the products we have delivered out there that the customers are happy about? And I know for a fact that the integrated waste management platform, which the waste companies are using now, is one of the products that is really changing the way they are managing the waste sector. Yes, nobody has a perfect product, because I'll say that even Facebook and WhatsApp continues to write updates.
Yes.
Why do they do that? Because there's feedback from the customer. So we are also taking the feedback, like Nana has already shared. We take the feedback positively, and then we see how we can also improve, the way we deliver products for people. And the customer being delighted is now intuited deeply in the minds of every employee, because we have come to accept that if customers are not delighted, then everywhere we go, we are going to receive the bashing. But as Cosmo has made me delighted, now I am very confident referring Cosmo Health Insurance to any other person. So why not ICT Group? Why not Nerasol? Why not Melkia? Why not DocuPro and all the other subsidiaries, PDB, that are within the ICT cluster? So when we deliver
other
world,
subsidiaries.
yes, and other subsidiaries within
yes.
the larger
Jospong
Jospong
Group.
Group, you understand? When you imbibe these things in you and you have to live by them, it is never difficult, because you realize that, look, if every customer is happy, then it means they have no issues paying for service that
And
has been
they can
delivered.
even pay higher.
They can pay higher,
Yeah.
because they know they are getting quality output. Look at the USSD that has been developed for the waste management company Zoom Lion. Yes. So now people can sit at the comfort of their homes. And sometimes, if you go to some of these areas where they were giving premium service, they are like, nkrofo mo mpɛ sika. But now they know that with the new USSD code, when service is delivered, they are happy sitting at home and then paying using the USSD code. So for me, I believe that delivering world-class products that meet international standards, that also excites the customer, is what, as an ICT cluster, we will continue to do, strive for, and we will encourage all our customers to have that feedback with us, and we are delighted to serve them. And again, I'll say that for that OTP SMS I received, kudos to Cosmo and then the larger JJC. I believe if we continue like this, look, the story for JJC as a larger organization in the next few years will be something that we will all sit back and then always smile and feel proud that we contributed towards.
And I can pledge that Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is going to do more to ensure that our clients are delighted.
We'll be more than happy to receive that service. And
And
kudos to Cosmo and the team. I am very excited. You are here today, so I want to use it as an opportunity to tell you that that OTP, that SMS feedback, is something fantastic. And the team has done very well for doing that. Now
Thank
we
you
know
so
that our
much.
Cosmo is working.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Nana, do you want to add something about what to do, continue doing, the best thing that you think you should continue doing?
So just a little, like you said, continue to deliver world-class products, but also continue to delight the customer as well, especially when they have issues. It is normal for a system to have issues. Every system in this world has issues. Facebook goes down once in a while. WhatsApp went off. I remember I was in South Africa. I gave direction to somebody to come to where I was, but because WhatsApp was off for 2 hours, we couldn't meet that day. It was very stressful. I mean, we were all stressed out because WhatsApp failed. And the same way, our systems also once in a while may have challenges, but we will continue to delight the customer by responding quickly, like I mentioned earlier on, by making sure that they are happy with the service that we are delivering to them. They depend on our systems to deliver their service also to their customers. It's what they use to work. So we are going to continue to make sure that the systems are up and running. And if there are any issues, we fix it for them as quickly as possible.
So as I always say that customer service, practice it at home with your spouse, with your family. Then you take it to the workplace with your superiors, with your pals, subordinates. Then you can take it out of the office. That is where the customers will be happy. But if you don't do it, it will be difficult for you to do it in the office. But they say customer service week. I don't know, Nana, if you could take this. But we have some customers who will stress you up. As you were talking about the Bola taxi or even the app, the person might not even know how to use the app after persistent training, but will just flare up. But it's just that the person hasn't taken his or her time to go through it. It is not that we haven't given the person, it's just being a difficult customer. Just being a difficult customer. How do you think this thing can be managed?
Okay, so one of the ways in managing this, like I say, understand why you are doing what you're doing, and then two, let the customer understand what is going on. Most of the time, it's because they don't understand what's happening.
Some do, but they are just difficult.
Yes, I agree. I agree. A typical example is if you go to the banking hall. I don't go into the banking hall these days a lot, but those days when we used to go, you be in the queue, you want to withdraw money, and then they say that the system is down, the link is down, and everybody's angry. But when one official person comes out to come and explain to us, oh, what's happening? Why we cannot receive, you cannot do your withdrawal. They will always take the deposits. And some of us were angry that but my own that is with you, you not give it to me. And it's because of the system. So once they come out, a manager comes to speak to everybody there, you realize that people calm down. Even those who are angry reduce their voice and they don't flare up any longer. So for me, making sure that you get closer to your customer is the number one step.
It's true.
They are difficult, but you don't walk away from them.
No.
The more difficult the person is, the closer you must get to him. In fact, I remember my pastor was giving a demonstration that when somebody is angry with you and you walk away, his hand can reach you easily for a slap. When you come closer, it's difficult to slap this way. So you avoid a slap. So for me, get closer to the customer. He's shouting, he's making noise, he's even on social media trying to damage your image and brand. Get closer to that person. Explain to him. Then he will calm down. Then he will understand what's going on. And trust me, eventually that person may even become an ambassador of your company and of your brand and push your name out there. So, and give you referrals and tell people that, oh, this guy was even shouting on him, but he came back and resolved the issue for me, explained to me. It maybe took a while, but eventually it was resolved. And I'm happy to deal with him. So, my friend, you can go to the ICT Group and they will get the issue resolved for you.
Thank you very much. I think we are going. The time is going. So, Nana, Any last minute word?
Let's
Okay, Joshua.
Before I also give my final word, I would also want to share my 2 cents on dealing with difficult customers. And Nana has put it aptly and rightly. What I would just add is communication. And communication in the sense that a lot of the time we fail to communicate or explain to issues like Nana said. When we learn to communicate, it changes a lot of perceptions and a lot of negatives that people perceive in their mind about any particular organization. So, like he has said, you draw closer. How do you draw closer? By giving the person the right communication. And communication based, whether spoken or unspoken. Sometimes we shouldn't forget. It is sometimes not about what you are saying, but how you are presenting it. So you have a difficulty or you have a challenge. How are you presenting it to the customer? Because at the end of the day, do not forget it is the customer that is bringing you value because they are paying. So no matter how difficult the person is, learn to communicate. If you know you are incapable of communicating, then look for somebody within the team who can communicate your exact ideas to the customer so that you can calm that customer down. If the person goes with that negative perception, the person is likely to do more damage to you. But seeing the way I'm delighted now with that SMS I received from Cosmo, I sure bet I'm referring Cosmo to a lot of people now that they have a lot of products. And it's because now I believe Cosmo is working with the feedback that we have also given them. So communicate. How do you communicate it? Communicate it in the language or in the manner that will keep the customer. My final words is we should never forget that Jospong Group, we exist to improve the lives of people. So if we all have this in mind, then we will know that the customer service week is one particular month. I am going with the month you have said. And the month is something we should never, ever take for granted. A lot of the time, we are likely to take so many things for granted. And I think just about a few weeks ago, we held a session with the executive chairman when he says complacency is a very dangerous thing. If we become complacent, we will lose out on a lot of things. So customer service is to remind all of us as employees that our daily bread is coming from these people that we are working for. If we don't delight them, so we can keep them and they walk away, they will go with something negative and we will never, a lot of the time, get these people back. So this is my final words, that let us remember that Jospong exists to improve the lives of people, and the people are customers. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, and I'm very, very grateful for the insight. And okay, Nana wants to say something. Yeah.
Okay, so just a little to add. So somebody said that you don't need money to start a business; you need an idea. And another person came back and said, excuse me, another person came back and said that you don't need an idea, you need a customer to start a business. If you have a customer, you have a business. If you don't have a customer, you don't have a business. So we have to be mindful of delighting our customers, making sure they're happy, making sure that they are comfortable, making sure that they are willing to even give referrals without expecting anything in return. So my last words is that, like they say, the customer is king. Let's keep the king happy. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, once again. And I think that whatever we have to do, we have to do to ensure that the customers are happy. We are just going for a short break, and we'll be back very soon.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
The way people went to the north and had issues and other things, we have to ensure that we do our best. We should also be reminded that when we delight the customer, that is where we put food on our table. And if the customers are not delighted, even the quantity of our food will be reducing because we not have enough money. So if we want our table to be full, then we have to ensure that our clients or our customers are delighted. And with this, I want us all to pledge the blue hat, that if whoever is watching us, wherever you are, and we here, we are going to pledge the blue hat. We are going to declare the pledge for the blue hat. So if we can go together, I, Alexander Nyaku Enim, pledge to give the customer my ultimate attention and priority in his or her dealings with JC by doing the following. I will be at my workstation on or before 8 a.m. each working day. I will answer the phone by the third ring professionally. I will serve the customer politely and promptly. I will go the extra mile to delight the customer. I will be a good team player. I will upgrade myself and assist my colleagues acquire knowledge and skills. I will ensure my work is completed within the appropriate time frame. I will demonstrate JC's core values in my dealings with the customer. I will dress appropriately to conform to JC's dress code. I will show respect to my customers, supervisors, peers, and subordinates at all times. So help me God. Thank you and goodbye.